Let's head to South America, where Argentina's new president is trending for a second day in a row. Javier Milei met with the outgoing president today after winning at least 55% of the vote, more than 13 million votes, during a runoff election this weekend. His opponent, Sergio Massa, received 44% of the ballots cast. Manisa Danabalan has been tracking this for us. Manisa, why are so many people talking about this election today?
Matt, Melei is being called a far-right libertarian by many, and what also a lot of people are talking about is how much he has in common with ex-U.S. President Donald Trump, like his pro-gun stance and anti-abortion proposals.
The people of Argentina are preparing for some major changes as Javier Milei met with the outgoing president and started the transition process. But details about what was discussed between the two were limited. Melei won the majority of votes on Sunday, and it was surprising for many because he basically came out of nowhere with no government experience or political party. He just became a politician 2 years ago, and before that, he was an economist who's known for his appearances on talk shows, which relates to why many have been comparing him to Donald Trump.
Kind of comes as an outsider, eccentric, no real filter when they speak in public or in private, sort of derogatory view of women in many ways, not afraid of bashing women in public.
But there is clear support. Some people were seen celebrating after the victory. Argentina is suffering from the worst economic crisis in the last 20 years. Inflation is heading towards 150%, and poverty has climbed above 40%. Experts say citizens are taking a leap of faith.
Because the known hasn't worked very well, clearly, right? Let's keep in mind, the other candidate is the current finance minister. And so people clearly are saying no more of the same. They're fed up, and they're voting for this external candidate. Now, does that mean that they support his decisions or his policies or his platform? Not necessarily. They're just it's a rejection vote for what happened before.
Melei pledged to privatize public firms, and his biggest priority, to replace the peso with the U.S. dollar in order to tackle inflation by preventing its central bank from printing money.
The practical aspects of dollarizing an economy the size of Argentina are tremendous. Right? It's very different from experiences in Ecuador and El Salvador that have been successful. They've adopted the US dollar as legal tender, but they're much smaller economies. And Argentina, not only is it a bigger economy, but it's also an economy that has been virtually shut out of international debt markets. So its ability to actually acquire those dollars is very limited.
Some think it's a terrible idea and it probably won't happen.
I think he may go to a two-coin type of model by which both coexist to some degree. He may try, at least in the first few months of his government, to nudge towards more reliance on the US dollar.
Experts speculate that Melei at some point might realize that dollarizing is an extreme measure that's costly on society. He's expected to formally take office on December 10th.